Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am Karen. Hey, what am I doing? I'm Karen Casey. So, as you can probably tell from the title, this is a springtime makeup tutorial. I'm going to be talking about what I think is sort of springtime. I think springtime is, light with, soft flowers, soft colors, soft lighting. So we're just going to keep this look nice and soft. I'm going to also talk about some of the trends for this season, spring 2017. One of the trends is using blush, where you would use a highlighter. I personally do not like that trend, so I did not include it in this look. If you like that trend, you rock it. But I'm leaving it out. I think it's a little harsh for spring, but the rest of it I will talk about later on in the video. So if you want to know how to get this look or some of these springtime 2017 trends, keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start off by priming my skin. I have already done moisturizer and I wash my face and all that good stuff. So I'm starting with the NYX Pore Filler Primer. I love this stuff. I'm just going to put it where my pores have been not great. So the sides of my nose and like that part of my cheek. And on my chin. I don't know why that has been acting up, but it has. Just rub that everywhere. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Primer. I know, I'm really high maintenance. I have 2 primers that I typically use. I don't use a full pump of this, because a little goes a long way. And I've been getting extra red lately. I think my skin's just really dry. So, I'm going to dot this everywhere. And then just smush that onto my face. And this seems to work best when I let it sit for a little while. So, now I'm going to move on to my eyes. I like to do my eyes before I do my foundation, because the foundation can help correct any mistakes and stuff, and I can put my hand on my face comfortably to do my eyeshadow and things. It just works better for me. So I'm going to go in with my Physicians Formula double concealer thing. I'm not going to worry about the green end. I'm just going to take the concealer. I'm going to dot it on my eyelid. I like using concealer for an eyeshadow primer because it works. It helps the shadow stay and blend really easily, but it also takes care of any discoloration on my eyelids. Now I'm going to take my concealer brush this is an Ecotools one, and I'm just going to smush this around and get it everywhere my shadow is going to be. And now I'm going to set that with a little powder. You can use any powder you want, and you can use kind of whatever brush you want. I'm just going to go back in with the same brush and just kind of pat this everywhere. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to go in with my Effortless Crease brush from It Brushes for Ulta, and my trusty Mad for Matte palette from e.l.f. and go in with this tawny sort of brown color. And just pop that into my crease. And just blend it in there because we want everything to be nice and soft with no harsh lines. Alright, that's all blended in. I'm going to tap off the excess, get off what I can, and go back in with the same brush to this paint, sort of paint color, but it's almost brown. That's right next to the brown that we just used. Get that, and get it a little lower in the crease, just so that we have a good transition from the browns to the brown to the from the brown to the pinks that we're going to use. And just try to keep it nice and low, but still in the crease, not like low on your eyelid. Alright, next I am going to go in with what do I want to use? Let's go back to the Matte for Matte palette. And I think I'm going to go in with this warm brown, almost kind of red color, with my Absolute Shadow brush. Again, from It Brushes for Ulta. Get a little of that. You want to keep this nice and low. We're just going to put it on the outer part of the crease, just to give a little depth. And you can like get it a little bit on the outer V of your eye. See, I'm barely, like, I'm not even crossing the halfway point of my eye. I'm keeping it right in here. Alright, next I am going to take my Jumbo Eye Pencil from NYX in Strawberry Milk. And I'm going to take that from the inner corner to that, reddish brown we just used. Overlapping the pink onto the brown can help a little bit with the blending. Pat this out. Just a touch. Okay. Now I am going to take the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder in Crown of my Canopy. I don't understand that name, but whatever. Just take a little on my finger. You can use a brush if you want to. I like my finger for this. And just pat it where we put that pink. And again, overlapping with the brown or whatever shade you use on the outer part of your eye helps. Alright, I'm going to go back in with my, if I can find it, with my Effortless crease brush and just blend that middle part where the two colors meet on the eyelid. And then again, run it through the crease so that everything's blended. It's normal for the outside part to disappear a little bit, so if you need or want to go back in with the reddish brown color that we used, that is fine. I'm actually going to do that right now. Just to deepen that up a little bit. Alright, next I am going to go in with a little bit of my liquid liner from e.l.f. Because we're going to be applying false lashes, or I am. You can choose not to. So a little thin strip of liner can help the lashes blend better. If you do not want to use false lashes, don't. Just build up your mascara. If you don't want to use the eyeliner, don't. You can pick and choose what you're going to do. So I'm going to apply the absolute thinnest strip of this I can. And I'm not going to go all the way into the inner corner because the lashes don't go all the way into the inner corner. For me, if yours do, then go all the way into the corner. I made a little boo-boo there. Should be okay. Alright, so while that dries, we're not going to put the lashes on yet because I prefer to do that after the powder and stuff is done so that powder isn't falling onto the lashes. So, we are going to now go to our face. So, this spring of 2017, showing a little bit more skin is really in right now. So, not a full coverage, so like a sheer to medium coverage. I forgot to take out my foundation. A little bugger was hiding on me. Alright, so I'm going to take this foundation from Ulta. I don't know what just happened. I can't talk today. From e.l.f., as it clearly says on this. On the website, it says it's supposed to be a full coverage foundation. I don't think that it is. I think it's medium. So, I'm going to take 2 pumps of this because I'm going to be using a beauty blender. I know it seems like a lot, but the beauty blender is going to steal product. So, dot this around my face. And if there's any left on your hand, that can just go on in a second layer, or you can choose not to use it and just wipe it away. So now I'm going to blend this out. If you don't know how to use a beauty blender, you can go check out my video on that. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. I put a little near like the corners of my mouth because I tend to miss that, and then there ends up being this white line around my mouth, which I don't personally think is a good look. Alright, I'm going to apply a little more to my jawline because a lot of red is peeking through. And blend it down my neck. Alright, and we are done with that. I'm going to let this sit for just a second. Alright, and now I am going to go in with... I'm trying to function without my glasses, so I'm pretty blind, so everything's kind of blurry on my little table here. Aha. So I'm going to go in with my Radiant Creamy Concealer from Nars. And I'm going to put this not only under my eye, but I'm going to do that triangle thing to highlight my face a little bit. Alright, I'm going in with that same beauty sponge. I'm going to use the little pointed part this time. And blend that on out. Whew, I am making a mess over here. You can help it with your finger a little bit. make sure that you blend in both directions, so going out, in, because that helps prevent creasing. Don't ask me why, I'm not really sure of the science or anatomy behind it, it just works. And this is also why I don't do mascara before I do like my concealer and foundation and stuff, because I am all up in this lash line right now. Alright, and then I am going to take my e.l.f. finishing powder. Sorry if that blinded you guys with my lights. Take it on the tip of the sponge here. And gently pat it on so that you're getting a layer of powder over the concealer. And we're just going to cook this for a little bit so it doesn't crease on us. Because I don't know about you, but when my concealer creases, I look about 1,000,000 years old. Alright, I know I look a little crazy, but we'll brush that off later, and it'll look fine. So, while that is cooking, I'm going to do my eyebrows. Just to keep this look nice and soft like springtime, I'm going to just fill them in with a brow pencil from e.l.f. This is in dark blonde, I think. It's so old that all of the writing that was once upon on it has rubbed off, but I believe it's in dark blonde. Roll up the whole tip and just fill in what needs filling in. For me, that is my entire brow because I have a lot of bald spots and this doesn't quite match my eyebrow hair color, so if I only fill in a part, it's a slightly different color. If you don't have as many bald spots and or your brow pencil matches your actual eyebrow, just fill in the sparser areas. I'm using short hair-like strokes for the most natural effect possible. I'm also blending it out with the spoolie. And I am going above the hairs on this eyebrow because this eyebrow is a little thicker this way. So just to even them out. Alright, excuse me while I put my glasses on so I can see both my eyebrows at the same time. Ooh, honey, that is thick. Alright, we can carve that out with some concealer in a minute. See, this is why I need contacts, you guys. Alright, I am now going to take that Nars Creamy Concealer again and just fix that eyebrow. It got all thick over here, so I'm just gonna pat some concealer on there. Pat it out with my ring finger. Check it with my glasses. That's a little better. Does that look okay in the camera? Yeah. Okay. Go back in to this eyebrow and just even the... Ooh. Okay. Even them out a little more. And we're good. Okay. Now I'm going to go to my lashes. I'm going to use the... I don't know what's wrong with me today, you guys. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm going to use the Voluminous Million Lashes from L'Oreal. L'Oreal, as far as I know, does test on animals. your favorite mascara will do the trick. And I'm going to put a very, very light coat of mascara on my upper lashes just so that they blend in with the falsies. Alright, I am going to put my false lashes on off of camera because it takes me a little while. If you would like to see a tutorial on how to do false lashes, let me know in the comments, and I will be right back. Alright, that took longer than I wanted it to because I ended up having to reapply both lashes because the tweezers got stuck and pulled them off, and then I stabbed myself in both eyes as I was reapplying them. So my eyes started watering, and this isn't the best lash application I've ever done, but we're just going to roll with it. So the reason I jumped from doing my face to putting lashes on is because we're done with the risk of like fallout from powders and things. So that's okay. So if we need to go back, we can. But my face was still cooking, so I didn't want to do any other stuff with my face until that was done. We're done with this now, so I'm just going to take this, fluffy brush from Ecotools and just dust away the extra setting powder. And now I'm just going to take the finishing powder again and just dust that on my face just to keep everything in place throughout the day. Okay, so contour is still very in right now, but for a nice spring look, I just kind of want a healthy bronzed look. So I'm going to take this bronzer from Physicians Formula. It's their Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Correcting Bronzer. This is so old, I have no idea if they sell it anymore. Your favorite bronzer is fine. This has the tiniest bit of glitter in it, and it's pretty warm toned, so I wouldn't use it for contouring, but definitely will warm up your face. I think it's best for lighter skin, because yeah, that explains it. So I'm going to put this where the sun would hit my face, on my cheeks, my temples, and like in the hairline, a little bit down the bridge of my nose, get off the excess, blend this in so we're not looking muddy or orange. We just want to look nice and healthy, like we've been in the sun on a lovely spring day. Alright, and once you are pleased with that, you can go in, here, stay light, thank you. I'm going to go in with the Tickled Pink Shimmer Blush from Revlon. Revlon, I believe, tests on animals. So any pink sort of shimmery brush will do the trick, just to give a nice glow. On the apples of the cheeks and just blend back. Alright, and now my favorite part. I am going to use the Precious Petals Megaglo Highlighting Powder from Wet n Wild. I'm going to take, this has a bunch of powder on it, the Flawless Concealer Brush from e.l.f. I love using this as a highlight brush. And I'm going to highlight the top of my cheekbones. And up here toward my temple. And just make sure that's blended in well. Depending on how subtle or blinding you want this highlight, you can add more layers. If you want it really blinding, you can do what I'm about to do. And for the second layer, take the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set, which we're going to use at the end of this as well. And just spritz the brush. You don't need a lot, just one pump will do. Swirl this around until it's packed with product. Because blinding highlights are really in right now, and I think a, nice bold highlight for spring, especially like a pinky tone, is very appropriate. So I'm going to put this where I just did and just really blend everything in. Alright, and for the other side, I'm going to spritz again. Get it pretty loaded with product. Put it on the same areas, obviously. Alright. And I'm going to check with my glasses again to make sure it's all even. We need a little more on this side. Just right there. I don't know if you can see that. I think you can. I'm in love with this highlighter. Let you get a good look at that. Alright, so I'm also going to put a little bit on my Cupid's bow while I'm thinking of it. And use my finger to go down the bridge of the nose very, very lightly. You don't want a big nose highlight or it's just going to look like your nose is sweating. And we are just about done. The last thing to do is the lip. Blush is a big color this season. They're saying it's the new neutral, whatever that means. So, I am going to use NYX. Is this? Yeah, NYX, not NYX. I'm having a day, guys. I can't think. Okay, so the NYX Pinup Pout lipstick in Boundless. This is the closest thing I could find to a blush shade. I think I got pretty close. A friend and I went hunting. We were in Ulta trying all sorts of stuff, and this is the best I could get. So if you're about to meanly tell me, no, you're stupid, that's not a blush color, you can bite me. But if you want to nicely suggest other, like, sort of blush, light blush, I know that there's, like, big, bold, deep kind of pink blush color lipsticks out there. That's not what I was going for, because this is kind of the color. So if you want to nicely suggest other colors, go ahead down below. But there, like I said, the name is Boundless. Like, that does nothing to tell me what the color is. Oh, I should take these off again. That does nothing to tell me what the color is. So, this is the best I got. And we're just gonna put this all over the lip. Alright. And just to add a little extra fun springtime glow, we're going to take that illuminating mist and set from earlier. I'm going to cover my eyes because I don't want this getting on my lashes, and I don't know if it'll mess up my eye makeup or not, so just playing it safe. And I'm just going to spritz this on my face. Let it dry. You can take a beauty blender and just help, like, push it in. This has the slightest bit of glitter in it. It's not really noticeable on your face. I noticed it, like, when I sprayed it on my hand and I was looking, like, this close to it. But other than that, it just helps give a nice, dewy finish to your makeup. And now we are done. That is my springtime makeup look. It's very pink, very light, very feminine. I hate describing makeup like that because anyone can wear it. But it's just very light and fun and pink like I think springtime is. So that is it. I will see you guys in my next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what kind of colors and stuff you like to wear for spring, or if you're full coverage or if you're coverage for spring. So I'm curious about what you guys think, because I know what the trends are right now from like the runway and stuff, but I want to know what you guys do. So let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys, love you.